Hi everyone, and welcome back to Learnosity's series of on-demand webinars. Thanks for joining us for our second long-term support webinar of 2024. For any viewers unfamiliar with our long-term support releases, they're strong, complete, and stable versions of our APIs. 3 times a year, we release these production-ready versions of our APIs, which are then supported for 2 years. My name is Monet Slinowsky, and I'm a Learnosity product manager based in Toronto. Later in the webinar, I'll also be joined by my fellow product manager, Kathleen Hake. Today, we'll be looking at all of the enhancements and new capabilities within our first long-term support release of the year, 2024.2.LTS. Delivering best in-class assessment experiences requires continuous innovation. This major release is just the latest batch of improvements to our AI-enriched, API-backed assessment engine, improvements which are designed to help your learning platform evolve to meet your ever-changing needs. Let's just briefly run through what's new from our release on the 26th of June, covering AI, accessibility, authoring, and developer experience. In AI, we'll talk about how Author Aide is now available via Author API. Author Aide is also now available as a standalone API. We've extended language support for Author Aide, and we're offering early access to our AI-powered grading tool, Feedback Aide, to a select group of customers. In accessibility, you'll see how we've added full keyboard support for the notepad, improved perceivability in reporting, made our number line more operable, and given our customers a faster route to text-to-speech capabilities. In authoring, we've made 3 updates to random activities, and in developer experience, we'll show you how we've created a more streamlined documentation experience for your devs. So firstly, let's talk about what's new in AI. Our AI-assisted authoring tool is now accessible via Author API, enabling content authors to rapidly generate high-quality items within their existing authoring interface. Contact us to get started. Author Aide is now available as a standalone API as well. To give customers greater flexibility for integration, Author Aide can be accessed independent of any other Learnosity API. Author Aide translates your existing items quickly and effectively. Author Aide now supports 43 languages for item translation, and more are coming. Feedback Aide is now available in preview for selected customers. Feedback Aide's AI-powered rubric-based grading assists educators with automated essay scoring, saving educator time while supporting learner progress. If you're a customer and you'd like to be considered for early access to this supercharged scoring tool, reach out to your customer success manager or email team@learnosity.com. Now we're seeing Feedback Aide in a demo lab environment. We have the question stem on the top, the learner's response on the left, and our multidimensional rubric on the right. Now the rubric is interactive, so a teacher could manually grade this. However, if we generate feedback, Feedback Aide will now do the first pass at marking the essay and providing feedback.
We've also made a lot of progress in accessibility lately. First up is full keyboard support for the notepad. Guided by best practices in web accessibility, we've upgraded the Annotations API so that the notepad can be moved, resized, and positioned entirely by keyboard. Let's take a look. Here we have an assessment that has the notepad enabled. The notepad now has a refreshed design that's consistent with the rest of the annotation tools, and using our keyboard only, we can either resize the notepad, we can make it full screen, we could minimize the notepad, or we can reposition it as well. The notepad's a great tool to provide for the learner. In this case, they're asked to record an audio. Maybe they want to take some notes first. We've also improved perceivability in reporting. If information is conveyed in color alone, some visually impaired users can't access it. So we've updated our last score by item by user report to include icons in addition to color to more clearly communicate learner results. This demo highlights some of the different configuration options that are available with the last score by item by user report. We can see with the default settings that color is being used to communicate how a student did on each individual item. However, with our new feature, the Use SVG option, you can have icons in addition to color to help make these reports more accessible. Another accessibility enhancement is greater operability for our number line. Navigating the number line with plot question type in a non-visual way has long been an accessibility challenge, but we finally made great improvement. In our new assessment VPAT, the number line with plot question type has been upgraded to accessible. And finally, a fast track to text-to-speech capabilities. Read Speaker is now a marketplace partner, which enables Learnosity users to seamlessly integrate text-to-speech technology quickly and easily. This partnership strengthens our ability to deliver exceptional, inclusive assessment experiences. Let's take a look at a demo. Here we can see a demo of Read Speaker's tool integrated within Learnosity Assessment Player. This makes it easier for the learner to get access to these text-to-speech tools. In this case, the learner might need to write an essay, and they could use the text-to-speech technology to help them review their essay and do some proofreading.
Throughout my time play tennis,
This might help them recognize some mistakes as they go and be able to make those edits. Next up, let's take a look at our new updates in authoring. We have a trio of updates to random activities which was released in the previous LTS. Author site now supports random activities which are enabled by default. Authors can now create new items within random assessment item groups, and for a more flexible authoring workflow, empty item groups can now be saved. Let's take a look at these new enhancements. With this latest LTS, if we go to create an activity, we'll now see that by default, we have the ability to create a random activity. Once we're in this activity edit mode, if we add either an item group, either random or fixed, in addition to being able to find items that were already created, we have the new option to create an item directly within this random activity. This provides more flexibility for your authoring workflow.
Next up, let's take a look at developer experience. To improve discoverability for developers, we've consolidated all our documentation from our reference and help sites into a single location, help.learnosity.com. And that concludes our general overview of our second long-term support release of the year, 2024.2.LTS. If you've any questions about anything covered today, we're happy to answer them for you. Customers can log a ticket at help.learnosity.com. If you're not a customer, please email team@learnosity.com. We'll respond to all your questions as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.